Welcome to another episode, and I'm introducing one of my young'uns, Courtney Hot Chip Wayment. Welcome. Yeah, it's a little inside joke, but thanks for joining us today. We're in Budapest. Tell me how you feeling. What's going on?
Yeah, we're feeling good. It's been a good time. I feel like we've been treated really well here and getting excited for another final tomorrow night.
Talk to me about the hot chip. What's that about?
Okay, we were at the Olympic Center in Colorado Springs. And did you bring the hot chips?
No comment. Yes.
Okay, he brought these hot chips. And we were all like, we're all friends out there, and we're like, hey, look, we should all do this. And so my group, we were the first group.
Was this the hot chip challenge?
Yes.
Is that?
Yes.
Correct.
So Wallace was like, yeah, we'll do it. And I was like, I'll do it. I love hot stuff. So we'll see. Didn't offer it. And then every single other person got it. So then they all came back and they were like, Court, did you eat a hot chip? It was so hot. It made me throw up. And I'm like, I didn't even get to witness that. So it's Wallace's fault.
I was trying to do her a favor because I'm not going to lie to you. I went to go eat with some of our employees afterwards, and I didn't eat. I sat there for an hour and a half sick as a dog. I threw up too.
So do we need to get you a hot chip after this?
I would for sure.
Oh my gosh. No.
Dude, I'm always up for a nice spicy challenge.
So how has Budapest been for you? Talk to us a little bit about the competition. What you thinking?
Yeah, there's some really good competition. The nice thing is I've had a lot of diamond leagues, a couple diamond leagues this summer already. So I've been able to kind of see where people are at and what their racing styles are like. So it's nice to have that experience going into this. So I feel a little more comfortable of, okay, I know what to expect. And last year was my first ever team. And so it was my first ever world final. And so I feel like all of those experiences are really going to help, tomorrow night and help me feel a little more, just focusing on myself, Yeah.
I mean, so you 100% confident going into this race on your abilities and your abilities alone. Yeah,
I feel like I know for a fact that I've done everything that I can to prepare for this race. And if I believe in myself, I think that's when things happen. So
tell the people who don't know what the race is, by the way.
So I run the 3,000 meter steeplechase.
And I'd also like to say, you just made a statement. You said you've done everything that you can to prepare for this race. Now, people might not know, you just went out the country and competed at your first international competition not too long ago?
Last summer, technically in Monaco,
Touché.
But yeah.
But you were in London, first time there?
Yeah, first time in London.
Talk to me about that. How was it?
Yeah, it was a little different than the race than I thought it was going to be. We were told we were going out at a certain pace, and it went out, like 6-7 seconds faster than that for the first 1,000 meters. So that was a little different. So the race went from, I wanted to win. I'll just be honest with it. I thought I could win that race. So it went from that to me running by myself for the entirety of the race. And so that was okay too. I mean, it's experience, and experience in the back pocket, I feel like really helps at these big championship races.
How much hurdle work do you do? I know, obviously, you got a few barriers to jump in a steeplechase, but how much mobility and hurdle work do you do?
Yeah, I do enough, right, to keep that, just keep the movement going, and so that it's familiar, and, it's important to hurdle when fatigued. I think any hurdler understands that, but not enough because, there's not enough so that I don't get injured or, hip problems don't start flaring up or things like that. But I would say me and my coach have found like the right balance of what's enough for me and what's, especially as the season goes on, when I've raced, 6 times at this point, like, okay, that's a lot of meters of running and of hurdling. So I feel like enough, but not too much,
How many steeple races do you usually run in a year?
I think last year I was at 9. I think Monaco was my 9th one, which was kind of a lot. And of those 9, 6 of those were within a month of each other, and they were all rounds. So at NCAAs, I had prelims and then a day, and then the next day was finals, and then same at USA's, and then Worlds was 2 weeks after USA's, and then Monaco was 2 weeks after Worlds.
And you'll have to forgive me because actually I do recall now we discussed Monaco while eating lunch, and you were telling me about some of the fancy and nice cars you saw out there, huh?
Oh yeah, it was a nice experience, but yeah, like you're walking around in a Range Rover and a G-Wagon are like bottom of the barrel, like you're driving a Honda Civic pretty much.
That's insane, I'd say, for sure. And then I also say I typically see you traveling with a team, a support team. And just talk to me. What does that mean to you to have that support with you, especially traveling internationally, and maybe you haven't done that so much compared to some of the more seasoned or veteran athletes?
Yeah, I think, I travel a lot with my 2 training partners, Whitney and Anna, and so I train and travel with them all the time, and same with my coach, Coach Taylor. But when you come out here, you're kind of on your own, and I think everyone here understands that, and we all get that, and I think it's really taught me a lot of lessons of like, I can prepare and I can control what I can control, and then kind of learning how to run fast and still be focused in a lot of different scenarios, right? Like, whether that's like you don't have air conditioning in your room, or it's not typically the food that you would eat, right, or you're not sleeping well, like things like that. You kind of you rely on all of the other things that are within your control, and you learn to kind of let go. And especially for me, I'm pretty I like to have my list that I've checked off. So I know that I've done everything when I get to the line, and you kind of let go of those things a little bit where you're like, okay, I did all of the things before I came here. And if things aren't perfect, perfect doesn't always mean the best race. And so, but yeah, I have a big support team, and I'm grateful for them. And I feel like they've really, those are the people that I get to represent, not just this country and all the other things, but I get to represent those people too when I race.
And what about your agent?
I love my agent. Ray Flynn is the best agent out there. Wallace can confirm.
That's my guy.
Yeah, we're lucky to have him. He's the best.
I just need him to stop telling you stories, and we'll be okay.
Was Ray your agent?
Yes, and he tells her everything.
That's true.
Ray is prehistoric in the agent world. He's been around forever, it seems like.
And he had a pretty good career himself.
That's true. It's nice. Exactly. He understands it,
For sure. And he's not afraid to tell you either.
No, I love that. I love the honesty. He'll shoot it straight, and I really appreciate that about him. But yeah, he'll let me on the inside scoop about Wallace too. And
then also I'd say a lot of people, whenever they travel internationally, they mainly focus on their competition. They don't go out and sightsee. They don't go out and experience any of the culture. But you did me a solid yesterday. Our CEO asked for a video that you had captured. You sent it to me. I showed it to them. They thought it was beautiful. So you've been sightseeing quite a bit, or not quite a bit, let's say some, since you've been here. Can you talk about that? Yeah, I've been here for a week, and I raced on Wednesday. And for me, I think that there's a healthy balance. I think sometimes sitting in your room by yourself, that can be a lot. Mm-hmm. It's just a lot. So I try to have days leading up. So if I'm 3 days out, I like to have a bigger outing. And that's where we went, me and my coach and her husband, my husband, we went on a little river boat tour. And that was... Was it the Prosecco tour? I don't even know what it was called. I know you didn't drink any Prosecco. I did not. Oh, I'm just curious. I heard about it. Make her air some dirty laundry on No, but I think it was. You get cute little drinks when you come on the boat and things like that. And it was so nice. I'm impressed, sir. I'm impressed. How do you know about that? TikTok, bro. Oh, okay. I'm about to say, you haven't had time to go anywhere. TikTok. Okay, my bad. Yeah, it probably was the exact same thing then. Yeah. But yeah, we went at night, and it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. So you just do one little outing like that, and then the outings slowly start to dissipate the closer you get to the race. Absolutely. Of course. Well, we definitely don't want to hold you up. We know you have many meters to run coming here soon tomorrow, and we want to wish you good luck. I know the pack is going to be wild out there tomorrow. It is going to be wild for sure. Any predictions? For anyone else besides myself? No. Oh my gosh! Nah, you can't. No, it's me. You can't do that. No way. I won't give any predictions. I don't really have too many goals set for this race because I don't want to put limits or expectations on myself. Because that's good. I don't want to know where the ceiling is. I want to find out in the race. I don't want to project it and predict it. That must be a young thing. We heard that last night, right? It's these young whippersnappers got a new perspective on goal setting, right? Yeah. No limitations, huh? Yeah, I think if you go out there and you know how to take care of business, you do your best. I think that's all you can ask for. You walk away proud. Watch this. They say that until you ask them questions like this. After you finished your race, if they needed a leg on the 4x4, can they count on you? Yeah, they don't want to, but they could. I would do anything for the team, but
Yeah, they won't stand a chance if I'm on that.
limit. See, I told you.
See, right there. Nobody wants to mess with the 4x4.
That's true. That's bad news. I'm a true distance runner, guys.
All right, I'll leave it alone.
Well, Courtney, give us your social handles so, the viewers can continue to support you and keep up with what you have going on and off the track.
Yeah, it's Courts Sport 20. Just Courts Sport 20, and then Courtney Wayment on, I don't know, X now. What is that, Twitter? X?
Yeah, it's getting flipped and remixed.
You're
and,
getting old.
Instagram.
I know.
Yeah, exactly, right? When the social media changes, switches the name, then that's how you know you're old.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Thank you for joining us, Courtney.
Thanks.